PBC Boxing is asking fans on Twitter who they want to see Manny Pacquiao fight next after his fight against Mario Barrios, which ended in a draw. I had Mario Barrios winning this fight 7-5, but a lot of people, including many professional boxers, felt like Manny Pacquiao won this fight. Now, it seems like PBC Boxing is leaning heavily towards making Manny Pacquiao versus Rolly Romero next for Manny Pacquiao's next opponent. Listen, man. I think PBC is gonna get Manny Pacquiao hurt, bro. And I'm telling you, bro, Rolly Romero, he may not be the most technical sound boxer, you know, in boxing as a champion, because he's a champion at 147 pounds, right? Listen, one thing we can't take away from Rolly is Rolly has power. Gervonta Tank Davis has said in an interview that Rolly Romero was the hardest puncher that he's faced so far, bro. Like, he said he hits harder than Ryan Garcia. And, you know, Floyd Mayweather knew that if Rolly and Ryan Garcia ever fought, that Rolly would beat Ryan. So, listen, say what you want about Rolly Romero, bro. Rolly Romero has bricks in his hands. And I'm telling you, bro, like, Rolly Romero would brutally knock the fuck out of Manny Pacquiao at this point in his career. If this was Manny Pacquiao in his prime, hell nah. You know what I'm saying? Rolly would get cooked. But me seeing how Manny Pacquiao looked against Mario Barrios, bro, every time he got hit with any type of body shot, it noticeably hurt Manny Pacquiao. And when Rolly was throwing, when Barrios was throwing punches, you know what I'm saying? Like, it made Manny start backing up. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we all know Mario Barrios doesn't have the biggest punching power, but Manny Pacquiao at his age, man, he can't take punches like he used to. You understand what I'm saying? And I think that we would see a knockout in the same fashion where Manny got knocked out by Juan Marquez. Listen, Manny Pacquiao, his reflexes are gone, bro. He still has some power. He still has some speed in his hands. But the number one thing that I noticed with Manny Pacquiao in his fight against Mario Barrios is his defense is completely trash now because his reflexes aren't there. He's slower, right? When he throws a punch, it's hard for him to throw a punch and then move out the way and defend his face like he used to. You know, when Manny Pacquiao throws punches, he exposes himself to getting punched in the face very easily. And I could just see a situation where once Manny Pacquiao throws like a 3 or 4 punch combination and then he tries to get out of the way of Rolly Romero is going to land a punch clean on the chin of Manny Pacquiao and he's going to stop him. Or if Rolly wanted to, all he would have to do is just go to the body. Because I can guarantee you this, Rolly is not going to go into this fight with the same amount of respect that Mario Barrios had for Manny Pacquiao. I don't know. Listen, like I said in my last video, you can tell Mario Barrios was a big Manny Pacquiao fan growing up because he was way too respectful in this fight. Whenever he hit Manny to the body and Manny was complaining about it, lying and saying that he was hitting him below the belt, he stopped going to the body. Rolly Romero's not going to do that, bro. As long as the referee says that your body punch is okay, as long as the ref isn't telling you it was below the belt, whatever the fuck your opponent says, it doesn't matter. Rolly's going to go into this fight with no respect, you know what I'm saying? And he's going to stop Manny Pacquiao because Rolly Romero is fully aware of what that would do for his career. He just beat Ryan Garcia, who many people thought was going to just completely dominate him. And then he goes in there and beats Manny Pacquiao. Even though Manny Pacquiao is 46 years old, it's still a big name. Especially because so many people think he did such a good job against Mario Barrios, who's a champion at 147. You know, if Rolly goes in there and he knocks out Manny Pacquiao, especially if he can do it in less than 5 or 6 rounds, that's a good look for Rolly. And Rolly's going to get paid. He's going to have to get paid even more than what he's already getting paid. And that's going to further solidify Rolly Romero's legacy, man. Listen, bro, I don't want to see Manny Pacquiao fight any of these young guys, bro. Obviously, the worst person on this list is Gervonta Tank Davis. When I say worst, I'm not saying Gervonta Davis is the worst boxer. I'm saying Gervonta Tank Davis would give Manny Pacquiao the worst ass whooping. The best case scenario is Manny Pacquiao should take a rematch with Mario Barrios, and if he wins, retire. Obviously the best situation that Manny could put himself in is securing a rematch with Floyd Money Mayweather. And I'm pretty sure that Floyd Mayweather is interested in doing this rematch, especially based off of Manny Pacquiao's performance against Mario Barrios, seeing how Manny, the speed isn't the same. His reflexes are almost completely gone. He's not able to take punches the same. He can't take a body punch. You know what I'm saying? When you throw punches at him, Manny Pacquiao backs up. In his prime, he would just pretty much stand in the middle of the ring, eat punches, and make you go backwards. I know Floyd had to have looked at that fight and said, damn, if I fight Manny again, I could make another couple $100 million. And Floyd Mayweather, being the technical boxer he is, in my opinion, the GOAT, I know Floyd Mayweather knows he can beat Manny Pacquiao, even right now. And remember, Floyd Mayweather has stayed active these past couple of years. Even though he hasn't had any professional fights, he has stayed busy these past couple of years doing exhibition fights. So it's not like Floyd Mayweather has been out of the ring for 3 or 4 years. Nah, he's had exhibition fights consistently year after year after year. You understand what I'm saying? So, I wouldn't mind seeing that. I'm not interested in seeing a Floyd and Manny Pacquiao rematch, but I do think that would be a good look for Manny Pacquiao, because obviously Manny Pacquiao still wants to fight. He probably wants to make money, right? Like maybe he needs the money. I think that's pretty much why everybody thinks he came back to boxing. Maybe he gave away too much money, because from what I heard, Manny Pacquiao gives away all of his money. So maybe he gave away too much money and he just wants to come back and make a couple $1 million. You know what I'm saying? I just don't want to see this guy get hurt in the process of that, man. Like, as boxing fans, bro, we can't be so selfish to the point where we want to see one of our legends get hurt. Like, listen, leading up to that Mike Tyson and Jake Paul fight, I swear to God, you guys can look on my channel and look this up. I told everybody in real life, on YouTube, on Twitter, I told everybody that Jake Paul was going to beat Mike Tyson. Because of Mike Tyson's legendary status and what he did in his prime and how he's known for brutally knocking people out, and because Jake Paul is a YouTuber turned professional boxer, everybody just assumed that Mike Tyson was going to win. I heard so many people say, oh, just because Mike Tyson is old, he still has his strength and, he still has power. And when you look at that fight, it hurt me to see Mike Tyson look how he looked against Jake Paul. The guy could barely walk. Something obviously was wrong with his leg. He was having a hard time taking punches. Looked like every punch that he took from Jake Paul hurt. Looked like he was crying in his corner. He kept chewing on his glove. And it hurt me to see Mike Tyson do that, man. And I think, and I hate to say this, but I think that kind of messed up. It didn't completely mess up Mike Tyson's legacy, but it left a stain. Like, think about this, guys. Think about this. The younger generation that have never seen Mike Tyson fight before, they saw Mike Tyson fight Jake Paul. And they're only going to know Mike Tyson for getting beat by Jake Paul, right? And that's a stain on his legacy, bro. You know what I'm saying? The only kids that's not going to feel that way is kids that actually go back and watch Mike Tyson's fights in his prime. But let's be honest, we're living in a time right now where people only care about what's going on in their generation, right? Like, you got this generation of people that they've never watched an entire Michael Jordan game. They didn't go back and watch Michael Jordan's highlights in his prime. They didn't watch how Michael Jordan was playing in the 80s and the early 90s. They didn't even see how Michael Jordan was playing on the Washington Wizards. Like, I'm going to be honest with y'all. I just went back for the first time this week and I watched Michael Jordan play on the Washington Wizards against Vince Carter in his prime. And I seen Michael Jordan completely lock down Vince Carter in the second half of that game and win the game for the Wizards. And I was so impressed with how Jordan was playing at age 39 that it made me go back and watch his highlights in his games on the Chicago Bulls. I even watched his game on the Wizards when he played against Kobe in the All-Star game where Kobe, Kobe got the best of him in overtime. I seen the game where the Lakers played the Wizards and Kobe dropped 55 points on Michael Jordan, bro. It was a statement. It was pretty much not Michael Jordan passing the torch to Kobe, but Kobe snatching the torch. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, people don't go back and watch the legends, man. And I think that that's something y'all should do. If you're watching this video, man, like, if you haven't seen the greats, bro, before you make a comment about them, before you try to discredit them, go back and watch these legends, bro, because there's a reason why so many people still say good things about them, you know, after they've long retired from the sport, man. So yeah, man, I think Manny Pacquiao should retire, but if he is going to continue fighting, I think he should just have a rematch with Mario Barrios. I don't want to see him fight Rolly Romero. I don't want to see him fight Gervonta Davis, because I think either one of those guys would brutally knock Manny Pacquiao out. And I would hate to see Manny Pacquiao suffer some type of permanent damage because he decided to fight, you know, a person in their prime when he's approaching 50 years old. So that's my thoughts on this, man. Let me know what you guys think. What would you guys like to see? Would you like to see Manny retire? If not, who do you want to see Manny fight? Because PBC is asking on their Twitter account, do you want to see Manny fight Gervonta Tank Davis, Rolly Romero, or do you want to see him have a rematch with Mario Barrios? Let me know in the comment section. Thank y'all for watching. It's your boy Wavy. Subscribe, thumbs up the video, and most importantly, leave a comment. I'm out.